Roman Reigns may be the big dog, but it appears that TKO want him to take a big pay cut. Welcome back, guys, to Fog Wrestling. What does the future of Roman Reigns hold? That we don't know, because he barely shows up. He's never there, so we couldn't tell you what his future holds, or how much money that TKO want to take off him. But I personally think he should have his entire salary taken off him. The guy's garbage. I'm sick of pretending that he's somehow on the level of Austin and Hogan and Rock. I mean, he's simply not. He's just a guy. He's just the guy that passed the torch to Cody Rhodes, and the company's burning down. Cody Rhodes, Roman Reigns, that they're closer in the same ballpark. See, instead of people comparing Reigns to Austin, how about you compare Reigns to Cody Rhodes? Because wrestling has been dying since those two guys were pushed as the big dogs of the company. But yeah, we've got a report here that TKO want to slash his $15 million salary a year contract. That's what he's making in total, approximately, from WWE, and I think that's a staggering amount if you actually factor in how little this guy actually does.
You know what? It's fucking crazy that he's getting $15 million a year, right? He's getting paid more to work less. Work that out. I mean, who honest? No, see whoever negotiated this contract with this cash register chinned freak show bastard, they actually need put down.
Don't say that. Could have been McMahon.
It could have been McMahon. No, but no.
At least he showed up when McMahon was there.
No, but that's it, though.
But everyone's kind of showed up less.
No,
I'm not saying they ripped the piss.
No, but you're saying don't say that about McMahon, right? But you're right. Under McMahon, he appeared more. But let's say it's the same contract. That means the contract is years old. Why would Triple H, right? Oh, we've got this guy on $15 million a year. He appears 50 times a year with Vince McMahon, pay-per-views and all that, all in. So what we're going to do is make him appear 6 times a year while still making the $15 million. That's fucking ridiculous. But then you look at AEW.
Well,
right?
Apparently it's factored in it's factored into the $15 million salary how often he appears. So if he's making $15 million appearing, how limited he does, how much would he be making if he actually showed up every week? Because they say they do take into a factor appearances and shirt sales and live gates.
See, they give this guy $15 million a year. He would need to double the ratings.
I know inflation's went up, but it is sad that back in the day when Austin was getting the $1 million a year was that was the goal. That's what everybody wanted.
Yeah.
And now
they're all just living off the past successes, everybody else. But see, to be fair to Reigns, right? Even though he's shite and we think he's overrated, if Will Ospreay and Okada can get $5 million a year,
then this guy probably does deserve 15 based on that.
Even though he works less.
Yeah.
Biatch.
So while speaking on Lucha Libre Online, Hugo Savinovich said he was at the gym when he received some surprising information. The details came from Lucha Libre Online President Xavier Gonzalez and Vice President Michael Morales. Savinovich noted that the more he looked into it, the more shocked he was. It all had to do with Roman Reigns. So this is what Hugo Savinovich had to say. He said, quote, "I was at the gym receiving information and studying what I'm about to share with you, and wow, honestly, the more I saw the data being shared with me by Lucha Libre Online President Xavier Gonzalez and Vice President Michael Morales, I couldn't believe it. After I finished at the gym, I sat down to look at everything, and what I'm going to talk to you about has to do with Roman Reigns. That's right, Roman Reigns. I never thought we'd be discussing this topic. If I was surprised, I think you'll be even more shocked. On the Last Word podcast featuring Jonathan Coachman and Tommy Carlucci, they revealed some shocking news. They said TKO executives are reconsidering how to handle Roman Reigns. While they won't outright release him, he won't be making $15 million per year anymore. Now, why $15 million? Let me break it down. Roman Reigns' base salary is $5 million, but then there are add-ons. Pay-per-views, video game deals like WWE 2K, promotional appearances, merchandise royalties. He earns 30% on merch, which is huge, and special bonuses like appearances in Saudi Arabia, plus he earns a cut from ticket sales. All of this adds up to $15 million a year. Even outside WWE, Roman is a valuable brand. He has agents, but deals still go through WWE, which takes a percentage. However, the bulk of the money goes to Roman Reigns. Right now, there's talk of him being cast in another Hollywood film, and because he's under contract, WWE will still take their cut, but Roman still walks away with millions. And TKO, they're cutting costs across the board. We've seen recent releases, and there are rumours of more. Remember when Nick Khan, a major WWE executive, announced he was selling $4 million worth of stock? That raised eyebrows. TKO is saying Roman's not around full time. Why are they paying him so much? So they want to renegotiate. End of quote. I mean, that ending there, I think, is spot on. TKO is saying Roman's not around full time. Why are we paying him so much? So they want to negotiate. That seems, like you were saying, that seems fair to me. I just wonder though, with like the ticket sales and stuff like that, and promote, does he actually need to be on the show to get a percentage of ticket sales, or is he getting that regardless?
I think he should be, because I think it should be the ones he's advertised for, and therefore he's actually contributing towards it. But let me just get this in straight here away. See, with the cost cutting measures, right? There's no fucking way they can release people like R-Truth, who's actually there every week at 53, and then keep this guy.
Now,
it's hypocritical as fuck.
Reports are saying that R-Truth was offered a contract, but it was a low ball offer. Well, and he decided not to accept it.
Let's speak about high ball offers, right? See, McMahon owned the company and was the majority shareholder. He's more than welcome to dish out the big money to Brock Lesnar, because it's his own little fucking company at the end of the day. But see, when TKO run it, they're going to run it like a business, and it makes no logical sense to have guys like Roman Reigns on 15 mil a year when they're not moving the needle overly much, are they really?
No, is Roman Reigns making WWE 15 million a year? I personally don't think so.
No, I don't, and that's the problem.
Can you justify paying that guy that much? I'm not convinced. I don't think there's anybody really making WWE that much money outside of like a couple of guys, aka John Cena.
Yeah, like it's crazy, man. It's like what Roman Reigns. I've never seen a guy. He should be counting. He should be thanking Vince McMahon every night before he goes to bed.
It helps that The Rock's on the board as well.
No, of course it helps The Rock's on the board. I mean, Roman Reigns ain't getting released, but the fact this guy's getting 15 million, man, it bothers me.
It's not right.
No, it ain't right. Wonder how much Cody Rhodes is getting.
I'd imagine he's getting paid pretty well.
Similar, but
I don't think. I think
in that ballpark.
I think
half.
Probably a bit more than half.
But see, is Cody Rhodes not entitled to be pissed off about that though? Because he's the face.
He's the quarterback, isn't he? Shows up more.
He's the quarterback. He's there. Well, I was going to say he's there every week. He did take like 6 weeks off there. It's done back to front, man. See Austin making $1 million in the Attitude Era. He's there every week. He's the face of the fucking company, man. Getting the highest ratings, doing this. Yeah, shirt sales.
Actually revolutionising the business.
Yep.
All Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes have done has been there for the downfall.
Yep.
Well, I mean, Austin can legit say that. Austin can say he saved WWE. Yeah. WWF.
Aye.
Austin's responsible for the greatest period, and Austin is responsible for changing the entire momentum in the history of the Monday Night Wars. Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns are responsible for fucking nothing. They've just been there. They've just been lucky to get pushed as the top guys during the worst era of wrestling. Hands down. These guys haven't done anything special to ascend to the top. Roman Reigns was forced down our throats for 6 years. Everybody hated the guy. Everybody thought he sucked. He's lucky Vince McMahon decided, nah, I want this guy to be the next top guy.
No, but see if it's run like a business, and Roman, they are looking at the numbers, right? They're looking at Netflix, right? Oh, 2.6 this week. Roman Reigns returns that week. 2.8.
Yeah, do you think
that's surely not enough to be giving this guy double Cody Rhodes and other guys?
TKO don't care about like the history of wrestling or the significance of Roman or the. Do you think TKO are looking at it and go, no, but he's the tribal chief. He had a near 4-year title reign. I mean, TKO, they won't give a shit about any of that. All they will care about is the numbers. And honestly, they will look at the numbers that like a Roman Reigns gets, and they'll maybe look at the numbers that a fucking guy in the upper mid card get, and they're going to be like, "It's not that much of a difference. Certainly not enough to justify paying 15 million."
Yeah. I don't know when his contract runs it like, but I mean, like you said, The Rock's on the board, so it's not like he's going to be starving anytime soon. But 15 million's ridiculous. It is. It's absolutely mental. He should be there every week.
Just don't think TKO, seeing it comes to contracts and the money they pay, they won't be factoring in like historical wrestling like achievements or like legacies or anything like that.
No, because they don't give a shit.
It doesn't matter.
But that's a thing, right? See, like Triple H, Road Dogg, guys like that. The Paul Heyman, they're like the last line of defense. There's going to come a point where like the actual like guys of the past are going to be no longer there. And TKO, I mean, I know this will be years down the line, but Roman Reigns being on 15 million a year, like Triple H will be sticking up for him against TKO, I believe.
Probably, yeah.
And among other guys. But there's going to come a point where they're not there anymore.
TKO are probably thinking, well, why can't we get a new Roman Reigns at a third of the cost or something, or a quarter of the cost?
No, but it's crazy. Like, let's even take away like the fuse and shit out of the equation. He's never fucking there.
No, he's not.
You're paying a guy 15 million to not be there.
It's disgusting.
Like, how many appearances has he made this year? January, the premiere, the Rumble,
less than 5, I'd say. I'd be shocked.
WrestleMania, the Rumble, Netflix premiere, return to that steel cage match at Madison Square Garden.
Ah, well, maybe about 7.
Yeah, I think he appeared the night after Mania.
Ah, he did. That's it. That was his last.
So 6, 7. So like, call it 7 appearances, right, folks? It's the 6th of fucking June. That's like he's on what, like 2.175 million, something in that ballpark, appearance wise.
Not right.
No, it's not. Is that? That's and like you pointed out earlier, yeah, inflation. That's more than double what Austin was getting in a year for revolutionising the business
and being there every week and
So
wrestling every week. Roman Reigns might show up, but fucking never wrestles.
Yeah.
Oh, he wrestled in the Netflix premiere. Majority of the time, he'll just come out there and stand there and move his job out and talk and repeat the same shite he's been saying for 4 or 5 years. So nothing interesting, nothing new. Hopefully TKO does cut his contract in. Doesn't fucking deserve it. Anyway, guys, that's it. Let us know your thoughts. Roman Reigns, most overrated guy in wrestling history, I think. The fact that this guy gets talked about in the same breath. I've seen people that like they bash Cody Rhodes, but they'll put Roman Reigns in like the same category as like Austin.
Yeah, it just doesn't make any sense.
Nah, Roman Reigns is in the Cody Rhodes category.
Aye, the shitey quarterback category.
I mean,
Crazy, like 15 times more than Austin and appears 15 times less. Easy.
disgusting. Anyway, Austin's the true GOAT. Roman Reigns is just a guy that was shoved down our throat.
Aye, well, that is it though.
That's where we'll end it.